by Higher Education Minister Naledi Pandor at a roundtable discussion with stakeholders in Benoni on the East Rand.
August the 3rd, the day South Africa wept when Rhodes University's law student Kensani Maseko took her own life. She'd been battling with depression following an alleged rape that happened 3 months earlier. In shocking figures, only 20 out of 27 institutions of higher learning reported almost 50 rape cases last year. There could have been more.
A student was violently raped in campus at Umtata campus, and a female student who was shot dead by a boyfriend inside the residence at MUT.
And the list of security and safety concerns is just endless.
At University of Free State, a student was stabbed to death. The case of TUT student who was shot during SRC elections. The Mtata student who was stabbed to death in a university residence.
TVET colleges are also a priority area.
The gender-based violence happens mostly in relationships, that abusive relationship actually, of where girls are always oppressed and coming from different communities and different families. Some of them are just bound to bear with it, more than just standing up and reporting.
What we would really like is universities and SRCs across the country to adopt a specific mental health policy that doesn't just speak to psychologists and sort of counseling, but something more specific around how do we deal with it when a student is suffering from severe depression and then can't perform well academically.
And a plea to introduce the culture of human rights on campuses.
This is something that really has to kind of be built into the curriculum, and both, I think what we've learned from HE-AIDS and other activities is that it has to be both first curriculum and second curriculum. It's both what happens inside the classroom and what happens outside the classroom.
But one question remains.
Arising from this, part of what I think we need to do is that as the Department of Higher Education and Training, we must work with speed to finalize the policy on gender-based violence and to have it adopted and utilized by institutions. I think we're discussing it for too long, and we need to have something in place.
From the UCT and Walter Sisulu University to TUT and the University of Johannesburg, will the so-called rape culture ever be arrested? More action than talk could resolve the ongoing crisis. SABC News, Benoni on the East Rand.